Satnam. So, what is Kundalini Yoga? Well, let's just say it's probably different than any other kind of yoga you've ever tried before. I remember one of the first times that I taught in a corporate setting. We're going through one of the Kriyas, which is a series of exercises. And the woman says, in the middle of the class, out loud, she says, is this even yoga? Which was hilarious because I had the very same opinion and feeling for it the first several times that I did it. It's not your typical up dog, down dog, warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3. It's not that. What Kundalini is known for is it's known as the yoga of awareness. So what does that mean? Yoga of awareness. It means just that. To be aware. Aware in what way? Aware of what's going on inside of us. When we come across life experiences, life's challenges, life's blessings, how do you view them? How do you interpret them? How do you organically function with them? When you lose a loved one, which we all have probably at this point in our life, do you crumble, or do you look at the blessings that that particular person brought into your life? And do you use those lessons, the good and the bad, to change and shift who you are so that your life can be more joyous? Kundalini Yoga focuses in exercises that are called Kriyas. These Kriyas are and can be a singular thing to do, so we can do just one thing, or they can be several exercises put together. They vary in range of time, position, ease. Some are very easy, some are not so easy. I want you to think of the Kriyas as sort of like a recipe, because that's pretty much what they are. You follow a certain recipe and you get a predicted outcome. And that's what you're after. You're after brownies, a cake, an omelet. It doesn't matter. If you follow a recipe in a cookbook, you tend to be able to get what the picture looks like, right? Or hopefully so. You get to see what the picture looks like. You know, you make that beautiful cake or that beautiful omelet or that beautiful dinner, whatever it is, you follow a certain recipe. Kundalini Yoga is the exact same thing. There are certain things that you do for a certain amount of times. You don't do some longer, some shorter, just because you're either better at it or you like doing them more, or it doesn't matter. You follow what you need to do. These Kriyas, which are mostly movement-based, you'll find, not all of them, but mostly movement-based. And what they're working on is they're working on your glandular, so what's being secreted in us, because we are, as I've said before in some of the other videos, we are a chemical soup. We see something happen and that causes a reaction chemically in us. And that chemical reaction can cause us to be happy, can cause us to be sad, it can cause us to be alarmed, it can cause us to be depressed or anxious. Any number of emotions that we all deal and struggle with. So it works on the glands. It works on the glands to be able to get them to work sort of like when a conductor conducts an orchestra, right? You, percussion, yeah, you're not doing so good. Come on, up with the tempo. And you see them, they're conducting, and to me it looks like they're just kind of waving their arms around. But I know, just because I got some friends who are in the theater and orchestra, whatever you want to call it, they tell me what these things do. And every little hand movement means, hey, you're off tempo, I can hear it and you're not right. So our glands have master glands, and it's argued back and forth, which is the master? Is it the pineal, is it the pituitary, it's hypothalamus? It doesn't matter. Who cares? Because that's just the science and the technology behind it. When I do these Kriyas, I just care of what the effect is. That's all. I don't care how they get put together, why they get put together. I just care that they work and I want to do them. That's all. I don't need to know that if I eat a brownie, it tastes good. I don't need to know the whole process that goes behind making the brownie, making the flour and the sugar. Who cares? Do it because it works. That's why I do it. So the glands, they get the master gland, which we call the pituitary. Gets the master gland to be the conductor. Hey, you're not doing so good over there. Come on, pick it up, adrenals. You're not doing your job. So it works on pressurizing the glands. And it works on our nervous system. And our nervous system is mostly the 5 senses that we have. We see, we hear, we taste, we smell, we touch. This gives us the ability to interact in our 3-dimensional dualistic world that we live in, right? So we can smell things, that has an effect. We can see things, that has an effect. We touch things, that has an effect. We get touched, that has an effect. And of course we can taste. Each one of those things has an effect on us. So what it does is it pressurizes the nerves and the glands, brings the nerves into a point of what Yogi Bhajan likes to call stainless steel. So you cook a lasagna in the oven and you walk away and you come back an hour and a half later because you're like, uh-oh, it's burned, right? Crispy, you've done it, you've cooked it, it's overdone. Fire alarms are going off in the house, smoke detectors are off, you've cooked it, it's done. You pull the pan out, you look at it, it's a hot mess, right? It's a hot mess. Everything's, crispy on it and just blackened and it's done. Of course, you're going to take it, dump it over, and now you're left with a pan. It's all junked out, right? That stainless steel pan that you've got in there, it's all junked out. The wonderful thing about stainless steel is that with just a little bit of elbow grease, you can clean it and it looks brand new. This is what Kundalini Yoga does for our nerves. Whatever muck you've gone through in your life, whatever challenges that have come your way, whatever challenges you've created internally, all of that can shift. And that is what Kundalini helps you to do. It helps you to pressurize your glands. It helps you to clean up the baked on lasagna pan called your nervous system, bring it back to spick and span, and start fresh, start new. Best advice I can give you when you practice Kundalini Yoga, the meditations and the Kriyas, is to just put your best effort forth. That's all. You put sincere effort and you will get sincere results. That's all. It's not complicated. Put your best effort in, get your best effort out. Be open-minded when it comes to the Kriyas, and just practice and reap the benefits. That's all you need to do. Best effort forth, reap the benefits. Need me? Reach out, comment on my page. Let me know what's going on for you. Any suggestions that you want for anything different, for meditations or for Kriyas, something you want to work on, because there's a Kriya for everything. So reach out. Good luck, and I wish you well. Sat Nam.